All right, number 11 says the relationship between three sides of a right triangle is represented by the equation x squared plus x plus 7 squared plus 7 equals 17 squared. This was Pythagorean theorem, all right? Then it says, what is the length in centimeters of the shortest side? So we need to find what x is. So what we need to do first is start to multiply everything out. 17 squared is easy. Type it in, we get 289. Now, we still have x squared. We're going to have to add in whatever x plus 7 times x plus 7 is. What you're going to need to do there is FOIL. So I'm going to come over here where I got a little bit more room because I squeezed it in. Distribute. X times x is x squared. X times 7, 7x. Redistribute there. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times 7 is 49. Combine like terms. 7 and 7 is 14. So it's x squared plus 14x plus 49. We still have an x squared right here. So when we write it, x squared plus 14x plus 49 equals 289. Now, we do have like terms. Sneaky 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have 2x squared plus 14x plus 49 equals 289. We're really close. Let's get this in quadratic form. So we're going to move that 289 over. And 49 minus 289 ends up being negative 240. So we get 2x squared plus 14x minus 240 equals 0. Now that it's in standard form, we can do a few things with it. But most of you are probably going to have the easiest time putting it in y equals and finding your solutions. So let's go to y equals. Let's clear out the old equation, put in the new one. 2x squared plus 14x minus 240. Hit graph. And we have two solutions. Now, would this solution make sense? Could we have a negative length? No, we couldn't. So only this one is the one that matters. So we're going to go second trace, go to intersect. We're going to scroll all the way to the right. Oh, past it. There we go. Get really close. 1, 2, 3. The intersection there is positive 8, 0. So the answer here is positive 8. If you ever need to get your zoom window back to what it is, you can always do this. Zoom and go down to number 6 that says Z standard, and it will change your zoom menu back to what it was before. All right, we've got two more. Which quadratic function matches the values in the table? So we have a table, we need to get a quadratic out of it. So what do we need to do? We need to go through our quadratic regression. So we're going to go into stat, we're going to go to edit, we're going to type in the x's for our L1. So we've got 2, negative 2, and positive 3. For your L2, that'll be your y's. So 3, negative 9, and negative 4. And then we're going to go back to stat, we're going to go to calc, number 5, quadratic regression, all the way down to calculate, and we get negative 2, 3, and 5. So let's write the equation. Y equals negative 2, and the a value goes with x squared. The b value goes with x, so plus 3x. The c value is by itself, so plus 5. What answer matches that? Answer A. On our last one, it says that according to the U.S. Census Bureau, number of Americans expected to live past 100 years is indicated in this table. So in 1994, they expect 50,000 people, and so on. It says using a quadratic function to model the data, approximately how many Americans will be over 100 years old in 2010. Now, you have to remember this. Whenever you have years in a table and you need to This is another quadratic regression. We need the quadratic. We've got to change the first year to 0. Now, the second year from 1996, 1994, that just went up 2 years. So that's going to be 2. That went up 2 more years. It's going to be 4. 2 more years. 6. 2 more years. 8. 2 more years. 10. So these are the values we need to put in. So we're going to go back to Stat, Edit. Now we need to clear our other values. You can do it individually, or you can go up to the column, hit Clear, hit Enter. Go up to the column, Clear, Enter. So start typing in your X's. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Go to your Y's. 50, 56, 65, 75, 94, and then 110. Make sure it matches your table. Yes, yes. And now we're going to go back to Stat, Calc, go to number 5, Quadratic Regression, go down to Calculate. So we get this function. A is going to be 0.401. Let's go ahead and round that up to 2. So y equals 0.402x squared. Plus, because our b is positive, 2.039x. Plus, and our c was 50.071. All right. We want to use this quadratic that we just got to find approximately how many Americans will live past 100 in 2010. Well, it stopped on 2004. So 2006 would be 12, 2008 would be 14, 2010 would be 16. So all we need to do is take 16 and plug it in for x. So we've got 402 times 16 squared plus 2.039 times 16 plus 50.071. And all you do is plug it in. So 0.402 16 squared plus 2.039 16 plus 50.071. I got 185.607, so that'd be really close to 186. All right, that was our review. I know there's a lot of different things and techniques to learn, but I recommend using your calculator on a lot of the graphing ones, and just being able to manipulate into standard form is going to help you a lot on this test. Okay? Use the review to study, but really the best studying is to make sure you do your homework, because if you've done your homework, you've gotten really good practice on this. All right, guys, good luck. You have a chunk test tomorrow.